You may often see a large number of Filipino domestic workers gathering in Central on Sunday. With over 201,000 Filipino domestic helpers in the city, these individuals play a vital role in supporting families and contributing to the economy. However, despite their significant impact, many face dire challenges including low wages, long working hours, and limited access to essential services. In this video, we will focus on the pressing issues of poverty and inequality that permeate their daily lives. Through personal stories and expert insights, we aim to shed light on the systemic barriers that keep these workers in a cycle of hardship. As we delve into the lives of Filipino workers in Hong Kong, it's crucial to understand the dimensions of poverty and inequality they face daily.
So, magandang hapon po. Gaano katagal na po kayo dito?
Ako 2 years and 2 months. 7 months.
Okay. So, bakit niyo po ni-choose na dito po magtrabaho, not po sa Philippines?
Kasi dito, malaking sahod.
Ganun din,
malaking sahod.
Okay.
First, let's examine economic inequality. As of early 2024, the Filipino domestic helpers population in Hong Kong stands at over 201,000, making up 55.6% of all foreign domestic workers. Despite their significant contribution to the workforce, they earn a minimum wage of just 4,870 per month. This amount is often insufficient to cover their basic needs and support their families back home. Moreover, many workers are subjected to excessive working hours without proper compensation. Reports indicate that employers may expect them to be available 24/7, leading to further exhaustion and a lack of work-life balance. Social inequality compounds these economic challenges. Many Filipino workers face discrimination, which limits their access to official services like healthcare and legal assistance. They are often excluded from certain labor protections, leaving them vulnerable to exploitation and abuse. According to statistics, 1 in every 10 households in Hong Kong employs as a full-time foreign domestic workers. Such a high density of foreign domestic workers is uncommon in other regions. The ability for foreign workers to enter and work in Hong Kong first requires approval from the Hong Kong government is precisely because the immigration ordinance excludes foreign domestic workers from the category for foreign individuals eligible for permanent residency. Thus, the Hong Kong government can freely approve many foreign domestic workers to work in the city without any concerns. Despite their crucial role in Hong Kong society, many workers are treated like a second-class citizens. A social survey conducted in 2011 revealed that about 19,000 people signed a petition opposing foreign domestic workers' right to residency in Hong Kong, while only about 400 people expressed opposition to the stand. Another party, the Liberal Party, also found that up to 80% of public opposed granting residency rights. In response, protest groups quickly organized online, with 4,000 members joining within a short period. Some opposing factions also initiated small-scale demonstrations. Actually, most opponents are concerned the granting residency rights to many foreign domestic workers would strain Hong Kong's resources. Professor Teal1 from the University of Hong Kong's Social Work Department indicate that once residency rights are granted, the government would be responsible for their healthcare and education expenses, and that Hong Kong is not worth taking on this risk. The intersection of economic and social inequalities creates a systemic barrier that keeps this worker in a cycle of poverty, making it imperative to address this issue head-on. So for the stakeholders and interest part, who will benefit from these situations? First is families in Hong Kong. Filipino domestic helpers provide essential household services such as child care, elderly care, cooking and cleaning. At relatively low cost, many families relied heavily on their domestic workers to manage their homes, allowing them to work and maintain a higher standard of living. But many families benefit from the affordability and availability of domestic workers, but some may not be fully aware of the hardships these workers face, or they may ignore the need for better working conditions and wages. In Hong Kong society, Filipino domestic workers enables many families to participate in the workforce, contributing to the city's economy. Domestic helpers also spend money locally, contributing to the service economy. Hong Kong society benefits from the current system as it allows families to work and contribute to the economy, but they may not prioritize drastic reforms due to potential disruptions in the labor force and the affordability of service. And who want to change this? First, of course, Filipino domestic workers. They face low wages, long working hours, inadequate living conditions, and limited access to essential services such as healthcare. Additionally, they often experience social isolation and are vulnerable to exploitation or abuse. Domestic workers seek fair wages, better working conditions, legal protection, and access to basic services like healthcare. Many also want to send more remittances home to their families, which is difficult under current conditions. Another parties who wants to change this situation is NGOs. Organizations that focus on labor rights, human rights, and migrant worker protections are actively working to highlight and address the challenges faced by domestic helpers. These groups often campaign for wages increases, better working conditions, and stronger legal protection for migrant workers. Advocacy groups aim to influence policy changes that would improve the lives of domestic workers through legal reforms, awareness campaigns, and international cooperation. As we delve into the pressing issues for inequality faced by Filipino domestic workers in Hong Kong, it's crucial to explore actionable solutions that can pave the way for meaningful change. First, policy changes are essential. The Hong Kong government must consider implementing minimum wage laws that reflect the actual cost of living. Currently, the minimum wage of domestic workers is significantly lower than what is needed to cover basic expenses. Advocates argue for increasing this wage to at least match the living wage, ensuring that workers can support themselves and their families back home. Additionally, labor rights protection need to be expanded to include domestic workers. Currently, many labor laws that protect other workers do not apply to them, leaving them vulnerable to exploitation. This includes establishing regulations for maximum worker hours and mandatory rest days, which are critical for their well-being. Next, community support initiatives can play a transformative role. Empowerment programs that provide education and skills training can significantly enhance domestic workers' capability, improving their job prospects and bargaining power in the labor market. Moreover, legal assistance programs are vital. Many workers are unaware of their rights or feel intimidated to seek help. Organizations can offer legal counseling and support, helping workers navigate the complexity of labor laws and report abuses without fear of repercussions. These changes cannot happen in isolation. The government must take the lead in enacting these policies, but they require collaboration with NGOs and community groups. By working together, these stakeholders can create a supportive network that not only uplifts domestic workers but also educates the public about their contribution and challenges. In conclusion, we examined the harsh reality faced by Filipino domestic workers in Hong Kong, such as economic inequality and social discrimination, and how they continue to struggle for rights and recognition. We can support organizations that advocate for workers' rights, get involved in our communities, and raise awareness of the challenges that these workers face so that every worker can be treated with dignity and respect they deserve. This is an important issue for everyone as we move forward. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.